I should have done more yoga. But here we are. I did a couple of coffees. Let me tell you, that's a lie. I had one in water. Sometimes the water wakes you up far better than a coffee ever could. Oh, I've just heard the news that that Irish strongman who called maggots out online has just died. I can't help but think because he was a nice guy-ish, but he was two wrongs don't make a right, and he was calling out people online for bullying, just being genuine trolls and CUNTs, and that attracts a lot of negativity. You hold on to a lot of negativity, right? Under the energy and stuff that you pick up from that. He was a strong man as well. You think he'd be like super healthy, and he's just died. He's got kids as well, at least one. Right, so we're going to get started today on the reformers for leg raises. Then toe taps with a 4 kilogram. Calves are feeling a bit tight today. Eddie Hall's just shared that he's died. Don't know if you guys, he's definitely gone viral for calling out trolls. That's probably alright there. Okay. So I'm going to put the arms on the handrail. I forgot, I've got a light. I'm going to put a light and a medium. And then as I'm moving the reformers, my legs are going to come up and down. I'm going to post, can I post in the comments myself? I think they've stopped me from doing that, but I'm going to use my iPad to do that. Just going to put fat loss questions, answers, something like that. Got snow here now. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Hi, Johan. How are you? Core and ab exercise this morning. Comment below. Smiley face. Let's pull up that. I'll pin that. Hello from Scotland. Hi, guys. Pin message. Fat loss questions answered. Good morning from Brazil. Hello. Love a like and subscribe if you want in fat loss and fitness education and support. Hi, Sula. How do you face into the day after a workout? Do you not get tired? Gives me energy. I tend to flag about 2 or 3 o'clock if I've had too much sugar in the morning or in the afternoon. But I've noticed I have like a trip can, the CBD cans. I used to have a coffee, which would make me dip again. But I'm actually, the better you fuel, I'm actually not so bad. I don't vape or anything like that. I'm not single, no. So you can go now. Okay, so I'm trying to beat 10 or so more reps. So some of the exercises are going to be on the reformer, and some of them are going to be body weight and with weights. Put the legs. Oh, that's a nice stretch. My lower body is killing from yesterday's session. 1, 2, trying to keep the back flat. You should try and keep your back flat when you're doing these without the reformer and just body weight. 4, push your lower back into the ground. 5, shouldn't get any hip kicks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, I used to get energy dips throughout the day, but they've been all right as I've tidied up my nutrition. 12. Think why you're getting dips in energy. You're leaving it too long since your last ate, is what you ate. high in sugar. Toe taps with the 4 kilogram. Good morning, guys. Welcome. I know Chuck Norris and a battered. Morning, guys. Welcome. Places and thanks, Nick. Is there a slight incline to that reformer? No, it uses resistance bands. Wrong nutrition. Yeah, I've totally been there. Easy to do though, when you're tired and you're burning out, you just want like toe taps, something sweet. 1, 2, trying to straight, touch your toes with the weight. 6, 7, legs as straight as you can. 10, 11, 12, and then I think it was hip kicks. 12 reps. Hip kicks, 15 or over. I love hip kicks. They're like a reverse crunch, but it's more focused in the lower core. You get the hip to lead in the movement. 2, 3, 4. Spinal articulation coming up and down with 1 vertebrae at a time. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Need over 15, 13. We don't go backwards. 14, 15, 16. Rest. I'm going to do that set again. 16 reps. Grab a drink. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Thanks for the likes so far. Hi, Andrew. Only just started going live. Cool workout this morning. Just going to put another log on that fire before it goes out. It's been snowing here in Scotland. Does it snow anywhere that you are in the world? We've got warnings, amber warnings and stuff for it. I'm trying to keep the place heated. So I'm going to move the bar down so it stops me from not being able to get as low. I'm also going to put another medium on the resistance. I think the toddler spilled milk there. I'm going to do that again. Already my core feels worked. Good morning, guys. I have uterine fibroids. They're meant to be painful. So I don't know whether to do ab workout or not. I read it might cause too much blood to the area. Well, yeah, it will increase circulation in the muscles in the abdominal area. I would ask your doctor if in doubt. On the tile floor. Yeah. Right. Like if you've not got access to a doctor and you're not happy with what Google's telling you about exercising with fibroids, I mean, motion is lotion and exercise is great for health and stuff. The best indicator, as long as like, if you can't get in at a doctor or is your body, how you feel during it, making sure you're not doing intense core work. I just do like simple crunches, maybe a few knees up crunch, nice and safe ones. Don't go to failure, leave some reps in reserve, do a couple of sets, see how your body responds to it. Are you in discomfort after it over the next 48 hours? I'd treat it similar to an injury. But I mean, you can work your core like doing standing up exercises as well and deadlifts and stuff. Okay, get a better range of movement now. Trying to keep my back as flat with my core pushing into the ground. 2, 3. You know if your core's engaging properly, if you've got engagement and your fingers are getting pushed out from the sides of your stomach. 6. I didn't come all the way down then, did I? 7, 8. Hip flexors are killing from yesterday. 9, 10, 11. Let's get one more. 12. 12 into toe taps. PB, 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 PB. Thanks, Johan. Yes, and I feel doctors don't know much about fibroids. I could try and see how I go gently. Appreciate you. Yeah, if your symptoms, we are all different. And I don't know many conditions that exercise makes things worse. I mean, we don't want pain. Your body's the biggest indicator. But the only, way you've got to be careful with exercise is that heart condition with peristalsis, when the heart's inflamed and it's pushing on the cavity because the heart's in a cavity. That's quite a scary condition. You've got to keep your heart rate under a certain amount. I remember someone trying to get me to train them, and then they told me they had that, and I've never met anybody since with that condition. I've just referred it to, at the time, a more experienced PT, but even he shouldn't be training her. Now I know that. She should have just gone to a physio. 2, 3, 4, but every other medical condition, 5, 6. What does AI say? 7, 8, 10. Well, AI won't want that. AI won't want that legal loophole or causing any issues, so it'll just tell you to refer yourself. But realistically, if you wanted to train, you're gonna have to go by your body and how you feel after. But it's a best indicator. 6, 7. Just trying to get the hips off the floor a little bit. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, rest. That's it once more. Feeling a nice stretch there. Yeah, and don't do complicated exercises either, like you're like hanging raises or V-ups. Just do like simple ones to start. That reformer looks like a game changer. Oh, it's so good. I'm only just getting started as well. But like hanging knee raises and leg raises is just so hard and difficult to concentrate on what you're doing with the core, because your hip flexors are aching, like with you being over your head, like the pull in your lats and your shoulders. It's uncomfortable. You're not able to do many grip strength goes. Well, on the reformers, you're isolating the lower portions of the core, tucking your tailbone under, so you can really concentrate. Oh, yeah, I just love it. I've got loads of exercises to try today on it. Well, core work doesn't really need a warm up. Like some of the exercises are body weight only, so you can easily warm up. Apologies for the lighting in here as well. It's a bit terrible. 15 watt. Good morning, guys. Welcome. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'd love a like and subscribe if you want in no BS approach to health and fitness. Let's do these again. I'm going to really concentrate on using this portion below the belly button. The stronger you can get that, the more your lower back's going to be supported in everyday life. Okay, so back flat, quads engaged, rib cage in. Could definitely pile the resistance on, but 3. This is more of like a warm up as well. 4, 5, quality reps. 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like after pregnancy, 10, I really had to learn how to connect my core properly and use the muscles again as a whole. I still feel like I'm not fully there. Two, because you've got stronger muscles that overtake the weaker ones. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rest. Glad that set's over. 10 reps. 10 reps. Right, reformer. Right, this is where it gets interesting. So I've got 2 mediums and a light on the reformers. This is the core exercise I was telling you about. 2 medium and a light. I'm just putting that down. Trying to beat 8. Then we're going into the pike. We'll leave this as well. Fun yet challenging tricep here. Scotland. Yep. It's so strange when pregnancy splits the muscles down the centre of the tummy. Mine with 3-finger width. That's called diastasis recti. Did you know that? I had 2 centimetre gap. Or is it England? No, Scotland. I'm English in Scotland. Yeah, diastasis recti makes everything a lot more difficult to rehabilitate, but it just means that you've got to start with dead bugs and focus on core connection, like the core working properly together as a full unit. Because if you get any doming where your abs push out, men can get this as well, then you make the condition worse, and then that's where you can get prolapse, you can get incontinence, like with the bladder or poo. You can get back pain, hernia. Did I say that? Right. Knee tucks 8. 8 I'm trying to beat. Into a plank, not dipping the core. 1 sec. You guys can't see me. Yeah, that's why you wanna. That was 150. It was a gift off Scott. 150 though, the reformer from Home Bargains. Sell them in Aldi as well. But you know what? If this doesn't last long, I will spend a few £100 on like another one. I've definitely sold 2. Tucking the tailbone under. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Using my pelvis. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so I'm not so much concentrating on what my legs are doing. It's the pelvis, like that is what I'm doing. So that was a PB. Then we're going into a pike, trying to beat 10 reps. Okay. Oh, well, wait, I don't think this is the right exercise I was going to do. I can't remember. It's a nice stretch. I'll take it. 3. Nice lower back stretch too. 4. Core's being used. 5. Still learning the exercises. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to beat 4 reps for this next exercise. That's super hard. Plank hip extension. Sounds simple, legit. Wait till you see it. Make room for it, Sula. It's so worth it. Whatever you've got that's taking up space, if it's a plant, lob it. Right, I'm going to take. I'm just going to keep them resistance bands on, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the resistance bands are a lot harder I'm using today than I have previously. So I might on the next set, because I've got 2 medium on and a light, I might take one of them off because I can barely get it out, you know. Right, it's that and that. 2, yeah, too hard these resistance. 3. Shoulder is on fire. Oh. I think I might have just had 1 light last time. 2 medium, 1 light. Still a PB. Thanks. Thanks, Johan. Morning, guys. Welcome. So I think this is day 6 in a calorie deficit for fat loss. Went to bed quite hungry yesterday. Getting used to that discomfort of feeling hunger. Well, I think it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, as long as you're not like going too far with it and creating eating disorders and stuff. I got 14,000 steps yesterday, and I ate 2,300 calories. So yeah, definitely in a deficit with that. I'd be at maintenance if my steps were about 11,000. So I'm looking forward to my breakfast today. Okay, I'm gonna go again. I'm trying to beat 5, so that'll be no problem there. 2 medium, 1 light. I'm trying to beat 5. 1, tucking the tailbone under. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is one of my favourite exercises to do on it. 9, 10. Oh. You're definitely feeling your thighs as well. It's no surprise there. Pike. I'm going to drop down to 1 light on this, just for the next exercise as well. I'll pull this up. Back down. More core needed now. 1. A lot harder now. 2, 3, 4. Oh. 4. I didn't get many as I did last time. Hip extension. 1 light. See if I can beat 4 reps here. Good morning. Would hunger not keep you awake at night? I think it might. You do get used to it, but I think it might have played a factor last night because I didn't sleep great. But I mean, it's not extreme hunger. It's just discomfort. Hunger hormone ghrelin does eventually go after about 20-30 minutes. I'm at intermittent fasting. I just naturally stopped eating at 5 last night, and then I won't eat until after my workout today. Time restricted eating is what I do. However, yesterday, that's what I normally do. Yesterday, I had an Indian, so it was a big lunch, and I finished eating about 3:30, and then I've not ate since. So there was more intense hunger last night. Do I eat protein bars sometimes? Sometimes I do, yeah. If I'm wanting a sweet treat, I'll have a protein bar. But you don't need sweet stuff or protein bar if you're fueling yourself properly. Trick is fueling yourself properly. That's the hard bit to do. Trying to get more than 4. It's a lot better that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's hard. Now I need to get 5 on the other side. But at least I got a PB. 5. Well, I'm trying to keep my hips square, facing the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is after leg day yesterday. Oh, that was hard. I fought for that. 5 reps. Rest. What does that exercise work? So you've got your core, you've got your hip flexors, the leg that was on here, it's taking all of your body weight. Your lower back and glute as your hip extends. Shoulders to support the movement. Traps, lats, shoulder girdle in general. So there's a lot, that's why it gets you out of breath. Do you do yoga workouts sometimes? Yes, and that's why I've included one of those exercises on my reformers, so I can get better at those yoga. So I did. Sometimes I would have finished, like in the summertime, I would do a strength workout, a HIIT workout, and then I'd go into some handstand practice or splits practice. I've not done that in a while. But there's no better thing to do, in my opinion, is to be out in my back garden, in my bikini, doing yoga when it's super hot, no music, just the sounds of nature. It's the best thing ever. Highly recommend. That's set once more. Knee tucks, trying to beat 5. So I need to put a medium on. Just because these mats will make the knee tucks harder. You guys heard about that bodybuilder dying? The guy who calls out trolls online, calls them maggots and CUNTs. Have you heard that he's died? Quite shocked. He was Irish. He went viral. Call people maggots and stuff. Like, say if there was a strong woman lifting, she'd get loads of hate comments like, "You look like a man" and all this. He'd call them people out and take the piss out of them. Well, he's just died. Eddie Hall's just shared it. He's the world's strongest man, or was. It's quite shocking. He was like a strong man as well. Wonder what he died of. Yeah. Do you guys know who I mean? Have you seen him? Sorry, I'm wrong way now. 5 reps I'm trying to beat. So again, I'm not worried about what my legs are doing. It's the pelvis and this movement that I'm doing. Posterior tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. If you want a strong core, get on the reformers. 10, 10 reps. So I've got 1 medium, 1 light, 10 reps. Then 1 light into the pike. I'll take that off. This is hard. Trying to do as many reps as I can. Good morning. Can't wait for summer, me neither. That's who it is, Sula. Yeah, I didn't even know it was called either. It just always popped up on my news feed. And I can't help but think, I know he was trying to do good, but has he died from negativity? You know, like he was calling trolls on people out online. But 2 wrongs don't make a right. I'm just wondering, like, he obviously had a lot of negativity to unleash, and living with that, you know, what's that do to somebody? Pike now, hips up to the sky. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. Then hip extension. Hip extension. So anything I get any reps here is a PB. Johan, I'm just gonna block you. Too thirsty. Spamming. Some weirdos on the internet, isn't there? Time is it? Time flies. One, 2, 3. Don't enjoy them just yet. 3. Good morning. Hi Abby, I'm feeling better now. I've moved on. I'm starting training. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm glad you're over that wee thing that you're going through. I often wonder how they're not fit cardiovascular wise, but very fit strength wise affects their heart. True, yeah. I mean, was it Arnold Schwarzenegger that was saying, like, for his cardio, he just lift weights faster? Yes, it does raise your heart rate, but it's nothing compared to like HIIT training or going out for a jog. You need to do both. But walking, like hill walking, and as long as you're getting heart rate up, where you know you're still able to keep a conversation, but not, you know, you've got to catch your breath. It's called the talk test. About a 7 or 8 out of 10's good. 10. What am I doing? 2, 3, 4. Oh, my goodness. 4. And once you've got that fitness and you gain that confidence in cardio, you can start moving over to HIIT and getting once a week, working 9, 10 out of 10. Exactly, Andrew. Abby. Thanks, girl. Single leg tuck. I've got 1 resistance band on, so it's going to be difficult. So 1 leg goes into this. 1, 2, 3. Tucking the pelvis under. 4. Swap. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. Oh, you really feel that in your lower core. 4. Not avoiding coffee, no. I've just had one in the morning. I've stopped buying. I'm avoiding stopping buying coffee. 4 reps each side. Knees up crunch with the 14. I want bulky abs for the summer, so I'm adding some weight. I'll have one coffee in the morning and then I'll take one. I've got a couple of clients this morning, so I'll take one in my flask. Knees up crunches, nice and safe for the core. Get them hips off the floor. 2, 3, head all the way back down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My core is totally done. 4. Sorry, I got 10. What am I talking about? Then upper slide tuck. I've not done this one before. Okay. Ooh, but I like it. 1, 3. 4. Oh, my abs. Whee. The kids love playing on it as well. No accidents either, touch wood. 1 light. I got 4 reps. And those 4 reps are very hard, if you know. Anyone that's just joining. I can feel my core just wanting. Still in bed. Wish I had to get up this morning. I'm going back to the gym Monday after almost a month off and gaining 7. You'll probably know that that's water weight. A lot of it will be, unless you've had like, what's that, 24,000 calories over your target. You put in hard work on the Saturday. Thanks, Andrew, for the support. Are you planning to start a bulk this year? No, I did my bulking over the winter. So it was like October, November, December. I was in a surplus, gaining as much muscle and strength as I could. And now I'm moving into a deficit. And then once I've achieved a deficit and I'm happy with like losing about 6 or 7 pounds, I'll maintain my weight. Which, when you're maintenance, you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. That's what you should always be trying to achieve. You shouldn't be in a calorie deficit forever. Single leg knee tucks. Let's do it. These are hard ones. Good question. Why bulk and deficit? So bulking is just another way of saying calorie surplus or gaining weight. To build muscle, it's the most efficient way to build muscle if you're progressively overloading. It's a lot harder to build muscle in a deficit. You can't really do it if you're a newbie, you can do it because you've got newbie gains. What was the question? Why bulk and deficit? So yeah, there's your answer. So calorie deficit's to lose fat, but you must exercise along with it, otherwise you'll lose muscle as well. 1, 2, using the tailbone. 3, tucking it under. 4, 5, swap. 1, 2, hip flexor. 3, 4. Oh, I wish I hadn't pushed for that extra 1. 4. I still not had my breakfast. I'm gonna go for breakfast after this. Knees up crunch, just as many as I can. Morning. Hi, Pellet. How are you? Love the Christmas present. Oh, it's the best bit of equipment. I'm really pleased with it. You know how to. Thanks, Andrew. Been in the game a long time. I try. Oh. Hips up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll be interested to see if I have any habits tomorrow, because my core doesn't feel superficially worked as it has done in the past. However, I know what I am doing is rehabilitating, is working on core stability and strength, which does matter for bulky abs, right? As many reps as I can here. 1, 2, there's so much you can do on these. 3, 5. Oh, you can't not engage your core properly. I think that was 6. Favorite part of the stretches. Oh, thanks, Pelle. I'm so pleased. So deficit creates more definition. Yes, if you've got definition to define. So you build the muscle and then you reveal it, because a lot of it's covered on fat. Then you reveal it with your calorie deficit. But you can't be in a calorie deficit that's too large and that takes over your life and there's too much sacrifice because you'll never stick to it. It needs to be a moderate calorie deficit where you're still able to live your life and fat loss is happening in the background. What's the name of the brand of that Pilates reformer? I'm going to check my box. Oops. There is a one that Crane, CRAN, are doing. That's what Aldi are selling. This is Active by X-Tone. Still got the box in there, just in case it broke from my body weight. It could happen. Hi guys. Right, let's stretch off. There's some amazing stretches I've been doing as well on it. Oh, piriformis, right? Anybody who's got tight glutes, you've got to see this stretch I learned yesterday, right? Have you ever heard anybody say, oh, stretch your piriformis like this? And I'm like, I can't even get into this. My ankle's sore, look at that. Too hard, too unenjoyable. Look what I found. I'm watching a lot of videos on the reformers, right? So, got a light resistance band on. You got into that position now, and then because the shoulders are like stopping you from getting pushed up, you can really come into the reformers, into this stretch for the piriformis, and come out and in. So this is stretching your deep glute muscles. Anyone with hip pain, glute pain, sciatica, this could actually help relieve the pain straight away. If you've got more resistance bands on, it's going to pull you down further into the stretch. But the game changer yesterday for me was moving left and right. I did have like a couple of bands on, and I was like, oh my God, am I really that tight in my glute? I am sore today from yesterday's session. I was like, wow. So yeah, this for me, I do need an extra resistance band. Out and in. And my ankle's not sore or discomfort. And then there's another. And then you move left and right. One of my clients loves this. She's in 60s. She loves this stretch that she does herself without a reformers, I mean. And I'm like, how do you love that? I just don't find it that effective. Oh, that's amazing. Right, and then what else was I doing yesterday? Oh yeah, hip flexors. Here, thigh. So some reformers are lowered down to the ground, so you could put your foot on a block. So you go in internal, external rotation here. So this one's internal rotation, this one's external as you're pushing your, just increases the intensity of the stretch. You're trying to get your foot closest up to your head as you can. But yeah, big fan. Yesterday let me catch up. Leanne, yesterday I worked out my glutes, hammies, quads separately at different times. I'm super sore today. What did you do? Yeah, she's getting back on it, Abby. Pleased to hear it. Hi guys. Hi Mohammed. Morning. Hamstring and lower back stretch. You see the bar, because you hold on to it, it's a game changer for you getting into these stretches now. So I'm quite tight here today. Stretching in and out. In and out. But I want to do like yoga kind of classes with a reformer, similar to my Pilates. And then twists for chest opener. So we'll get into these first. I'm a side sleeper, so I definitely need this consistently. Yeah, we'll see if my core is sore tomorrow. Inside, and you can move in and out. This is all about how it feels in your body. So you can lean into it, sit tall, stretch where it feels needs to be stretched. Deep breaths. I was on my walk pad yesterday. If I hadn't have gone on my walk pad, I wouldn't have got them extra few K steps. So I was watching a series whilst I just got a couple of thousand steps, which was nice. Which is better, Pilates or yoga? Depends what for. Now, I never used to know the difference. So if you're wanting rehabilitation, you can do flexibility in Pilates as well. Rehab, core work, back pain, Pilates. If you're wanting to silence the bad thoughts, meditate, flexibility, mobility. You can get into rehab as well through yoga. But if you've got too much going on in your mind, you don't sleep, you feel like stressed, jumpy, you have outbursts, you learn some valuable skills in yoga. But there is some yoga in Pilates, and because I'm a Pilates and a yoga teacher, I mix them together. Heavy hip thrusts, reverse cable extensions, RDLs, goblet squats, Bulgarian split squats, leg extensions, superset hamstring curls. Nice. Where's the B stance deadlift? I've not done that in ages, by the way. B stance deadlift. So good. RDLs, I wonder what that dripping noise was. RDLs, I'm having to limit to once a week because my lower back gets very stiff if I do them too much. Stretching and flexing. And that's also coming from a physio as well. Physio said to me, how often do you do RDLs? This was when I was in Tenerife. And I said, a couple of times a week. She says, I wouldn't, maybe it was my age, because I'm in mid-30s now. She says, I wouldn't do them more than once a week because there's less blood flow, to the fascia in the lower back. It takes a long time to recover. Of course, unless you're doing loads of yoga or walking, you're going to get increased blood flow. But since you said that, I feel like, yeah, totally right. So Friday evening quads, Saturday morning glutes, Sunday evening hammies. You trying to build your legs by any chance? Oh yeah, I forgot about the beast. I'd leave a gap somewhere in between them if you can, just to give your body a chance to recover your lower. More isn't better, but hit them 3 times. If you can space them out a bit better, be awesome. But hitting them 3 times a week is great. Does Pilates or yoga get one into shape, toned up? Good question. Muscle stimulus is muscle stimulus at the end of the day. So you need to be going to failure, whether it's light or heavy, with good technique. Now, if you've never exercised before, I've not done loads of exercising, you will build a little bit of muscle with the Pilates and with yoga, bit of strength, bit of muscle. But if you want to get a good amount of muscle, you need to use weights. But you can't just work out just do strength training, like weight training, and get stiffer, tighter. You need to be preventative. You need to take your body through mobility and stretch work as well. But first concentrate on getting consistent with exercise. Oh yeah. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for coming on, Abby, Sula, Andrew, Pele. I really appreciate you guys. And like and subscribe for those that haven't seen me before. I go live 6 days a week with a session. Hi, Cam, welcome. Just leaving. Thanks for joining. Thanks, I really enjoyed your company.